There are countless stories like The Wife of Bath's Tale that tell men about what women want the most. There are countless articles that tell women what men want the most. I'm here to tell you what everybody wants the most, and that is their dream job. My dream job for years have been not one but two jobs: to do research and to make music. I am already in the midst of both careers. I have been playing and making music for 8 years, and I'm on track to study under a professor who has many lab openings in his research. But just as everything has ebbs and flows, so too does the pace of research and the creative process. It's surprising how the ebbs of one fit into the flows of the other, as I will illustrate for you now. So, for example, if I was asked to relocate for a research position in another college, that would be fantastic, I think, as long as the opportunity presented to me was something that I am able to take advantage of, and also if I took advantage of it, it would benefit me. But as far as music goes, it doesn't matter where you are. You can be in Ohio, you can be in Florida, as long as the city that you're in, it doesn't have to be, but it is much better if it's a college town or a big city in general, but you tour with music. You make money and you tour. You make music and you tour. However, with something like research, you have to be in one place. So to have a hometown that I can go and I can research and then be able to go all around the world, or eventually, or all around just the U.S. or the states around me in general, touring my music, that should be fine. That I was asked to relocate shows respect and valuing of my abilities, which speaks about possibilities and opening doors. However, one in the hand is worth two in the bush. So again, it does have to be significant doors that open. However, I would be more than willing to make sacrifices. So this can be a tricky, intense situation to navigate. It's a huge platform to be able to prove my loyalty and subsequent worth to whoever is offering it. However, it is only that huge platform because of the consequences. Especially in a work environment, there can be a lot of tension and emotions can run high. If there's a conflict at risk of escalating, these are the steps that I take. In both band and research, there are a host of volatile substances. In research, it could be chemicals or your superiors, something like that. In music, it's egos, mostly your bandmates' egos. So if it's an immediate threat, first and foremost, regain and remain composed. Regain your composure and remain composed. Secondly, assess the situation. To what extent is the objective compromised? Whether it's a band breaking up or someone leaving a cooler open and killing all the cultures. Thirdly, damage control. The drummer walks out and isn't expected to come back. Find someone who knows some drummers. Find some drummers, try them out, keep going. If it's not an immediate threat, assess the situation and take preventative measures, such as going to a bar to talk to your colleague after work, so it doesn't interfere with the work going on, or talk to one of your bandmates while you're not practicing, get all the bad juju out of the way. Excuse me. It takes a trained eye to assess situations and understand what actions to take. And most of the time, training just looks like failure. What doesn't kill you, however, makes you stronger. The biggest mistake I ever made has to be when I made a non-PC comment in front of some very sensitive and important people. From that, I learned that you have to be much more careful about what you say and how you conduct yourself around others, especially if they are important to the goal of the entity that I would be with, whether it's of research colleague in research, or another band that I'm talking to. There's something to be said about the freedom of speech. However, just as I am free to say something, I am free to alter how I talk to better influence my encounters with other people. Everyone does this, consciously or unconsciously, and because of this experience, I am able to have honed that ability in that sense. So whether it's relocating, whether it's a tense situation and diffusing that tension, or whether it's making mistakes and learning from them, the two paths of science or research and music are much more intertwined than anyone, I think, who isn't in those two worlds would expect. Some of your favorite songs may have either been written or being played by famous musicians and astrophysicists. For example, Brian May, the guitarist of Queen, is an astrophysicist and also obviously a famous musician. Einstein was famously also a violinist. So next time you think about one or the other, realize that research is an art as well, and it's important to be able to have a creative process and know how to use it.